It has been 100 years of success for Tepperman's. We are here in the Ancaster location. I'm being joined by Andrew Tepperman, and the history here is incredible. You guys have been celebrating. We walked into a party.
You did.
This
yeah,
is
we had the DJ going. We have full-on breakfast, whatever you'd like.
Yeah, and they've got a candy bar, so I may have to hit up that a little bit later on. But you're celebrating because you guys have been around for 100 years.
It's a really special milestone. You know, it's starting to hit home now, but you know, thinking of my grandfather who came to Canada as an immigrant in 1920, started going door to door, had a grade 5 education, no English, and the fact that we're here today, stores all across southwestern Ontario, it's really an emotional time.
It's a big deal.
Yeah.
What we have here, and this is so great, I know you've kept a lot of artifacts from the history of the company. This is a telephone directory, so a phone book for the kids out there. In Windsor, July 1931, how many furniture companies are in here?
There were 34 furniture retailers just in Windsor, Ontario in 1931.
Okay, and how many are still going?
There's only one still in business, Tepperman's today.
And that's you guys.
Yep.
Wow, this is so fascinating to me. Your family, your whole family's involved?
Yes, yeah, well, most of us. My parents were still fortunate. My father's 88 and my mother's 83.
Do they still come in and peer over your shoulder and see what you're doing?
And my father texts me and asks me for the numbers every day, just to make sure. My brother Noah is involved. We do have a brother, Jonathan, who defected to America many years ago. He lives in Brooklyn, but he's spiritually with us today.
Of course, yes, of course. Yeah. Well, that is awesome. And the fact that you guys are celebrating 100 years, I'm assuming there's going to be a lot of sale prices.
Yes, there are. And it's such an interesting time, too, right now as we head into this new tariff world and how we manage to do that.
Interesting, that's a good way of putting it.
Yes, but it's great because we have 100 years of partnerships with suppliers. A lot of them are Canadian. So fortunately, you know, we're Canadian owned still, and we have a lot of Canadian products.
Well, a lot of Canadian upholstery. We're kind of in like the living room area, some really beautiful pieces, and I'm noticing the Canadian flag on everything.
Yes, we're very proud Canadians.
It's incredible. Okay, we have so much more to showcase here at Tepperman's. We're going to be talking about electronics. We're going to showcase some bedding. We're going to go into the kitchen area, so make sure you stay with us. There's so much more coming up on Morning Live. Back here at Tepperman's, we're having a great time. They're celebrating their 100th anniversary, and Andrew and I have made our way over to the bedding section, and we are in one of the most amazing beds. It is soft, it is comfortable, fully reclinable, and it vibrates.
I love it. And made in Canada.
And it's made in Canada.
Yes. It's another benefit. We have these great partnerships with Canadian mattress manufacturers, and so the majority of everything in our bedding department is from Canada.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
Now, when people come in to buy a bed, what's the first thing that they do? This?
A lot of people come over and they touch it first.
Yeah, they feel it.
And we're like, no, you got to lay down on it. And that's one of the challenges with buying a mattress online. You really got to try it out. There's so many different comfort levels. You know, some of them, are cooling, have cooling fabrics in them. Some of them are adjustable, have adjustable bases like this one, but they're all, it's really a personal preference, so you really got to lay down on it.
And what I like about this bed too is that you're on one side, I'm on the other, and we can have completely different positions.
Isn't that great? And we could actually you could have a really soft one, and I could have a really hard one, so it's very nice.
Oh, that's so cool. Oh, whoa, what happened there? I'm making mine vibrate a little bit. So there's like a massage quality in this bed too. Like, I'm never coming back to work. I'm just gonna work part-time at Tepperman's, and I'm gonna lie on the beds all day.
I love it.
Okay, so not only do you have mattresses here, but you sell a huge selection of bedding.
Yes, bedding, pillows, everything you could possibly need. Bedroom, and it's every style and type of wood, color. Yeah, there's so much variety here.
Is it all customizable too?
A lot of it is, yeah.
Yeah. Sorry, I got to take my vibration off. My voice is like a.
And we have large warehouses too in Ontario, so customers can get the products very quickly too.
That's awesome, because there's nothing worse than like buying something new and loving it and then not waiting, 6 months to get it.
Yeah.
So your turnaround time is pretty good.
Yeah.
And you guys have like a little outlet over there too. So, I mean, you've got price points for everybody.
We do. And the outlet has been part of Tepperman since 1984. And it allows us to bring in different products that even lower priced that will appeal to, you know, sometimes newcomers, people on a very tight budget, but the quality is there as well.
It's still Tepperman's quality.
Yes.
And then do you find that you have like showpieces that have been on the floor for however long, and then they kind of end up in your outlet?
They do. Sometimes we use it for discontinued products.
Yeah.
Sometimes there's some scratch and dents. We'll move in there, but half of all the products in our outlet are brand new in a box.
That's amazing.
So it's still top quality.
Okay, so you have to come to Tepperman's and check out their bedding section. So many products are Canadian. Coming up, we are going to venture into appliances. We're going to check out some kitchens, and we're going to be checking out some electronics.
Do we have to move? Can't we just keep doing it from here?
Well, okay.
Okay.
Never mind. We're going to stay here. There's so much more coming up, but for now, I'm going to send things back inside the studio. Moving into the appliance section, there is something for everyone here. And now being joined by another brother, this is Noah.
Morning.
And we are talking about appliances for everybody's needs. Now, I just bought a new home.
Yes.
And I don't just need one appliance, I need all of them.
We've got you covered. You know, we are, first and foremost, we're here to help our customers with whatever they're dealing with. So in your instance, we've got package deals throughout the appliance department. If you need multiple appliances, which you clearly do,
Yeah, I do.
We've got you taken care of. You know, range of price points, range of manufacturers, a range of styles. You know, for folks who are just looking for one thing to replace, we've got them covered too. That's the beauty of Tepperman's. We're not trying to force any one particular thing down somebody's throat. We want to suit what you need.
Well, as we walk through all these appliances, I'm also noticing something I have learned is that one size doesn't fit all. I went from a bigger kitchen to a smaller kitchen, so now I'm having to measure and kind of figure out what's going to fit my space.
That's right. You know, at my house, we needed a counter depth refrigerator, which is not necessarily the most common thing to find.
Right.
We've got those things covered. You know, bigger ranges, smaller ranges. You just want a cooktop and an in-wall oven. We've got you taken care of.
And like your fridges, I need a new fridge so bad. I've got one of those like fridges. I think it might be from 1984.
It could be time to replace that.
It could be time to replace that. But I mean, the options are endless here, like the shelving, the ice makers. Now, tell me about these things, because I've heard that these water dispensers aren't for everyone. Do they break often?
I've had terrific experience with them. A lot of our customers have.
Yeah.
You know, it's a piece of equipment.
Yeah.
So you've got to do some basic things to be able to maintain it.
Yeah.
You know, make sure that your ventilation and airflow in the unit is is not blocked. You're not cramming so many things in there that you're sort of blocking the filters.
Right.
You know, sometimes that can cause things to start to get a little bit too cold. As long as you're doing those kinds of things, you're in great shape. Remember to change the filter when it's telling you to change the filter.
Right. You have to listen to it.
All of that jazz.
You have to listen to it.
You know, it's at this point in time, you've got this incredibly broad range of options, both in terms of features and styles.
Yeah.
And you know, you think about what the appliances are there to do, it's pretty straightforward. And the fact that you've got some stuff which is frankly gorgeous at this point and really innovative, I think is just terrific. You know, these dual drawer fridges
I love
where you've got fridges and freezers, just things where you can access your go-to items really easily. And then you can really, you know, the things that are a little bit more like long-term storage.
Yeah.
These kinds of things offer a ton of functionality, you know, especially in busy homes.
That's me.
Yeah, it's a lot of us.
Okay.
But even, you know, you look at this. This is not your usual configuration for a microwave, but as you've got
and sleek,
wider, broader ranges, so you know, there's a certain aesthetic that some people are really looking for, and that shape and design, you know, offers something terrific.
Okay, so a kitchen suite builder, they've got sales on right now. You know, they don't have, you've got that don't pay for 2 years kind of deal.
With this anniversary sale, we've got 60 months going on. Some really spectacular things. We're going to have giveaways throughout the month. We've got some fun things planned for customers for the rest of this 100th anniversary month. Best place to see it is in store. Next best place to see it is at Teppermans.com. Okay, well, coming up, we're going to check out some of the electronics. I bet you they got some good deals there too. Absolutely. Lots more coming up on Morning Live. Well, this is an interesting experience. Normally, I'm never allowed to sit this close to the TV, but my eyes are seeing all the details, so I felt like I kind of had to, Noah. Yeah, it's spectacular. You know, you may have heard it said that size doesn't matter, but when you are talking about a 98-inch television with this kind of picture, like, it's just incredible. When I started, 36-inch CRT tube televisions were just kind of like the max of where you were going to go, right? And you had to sit or stand a certain distance away from the television in order to actually, for your eyes to be able to process the output from the tubes. That's not what this technology is at all.
I feel like I'm in the movies.
And from a value perspective, it's kind of crazy because those same 36-inch TVs were like $14.99.
Yeah.
And to see the value that you're getting here, I mean, look, $34.99, it's not exactly inexpensive.
No.
But
this is what you're getting.
It's incredible value.
That's what Andrew just said to me. He said, why do you need a fridge when you could buy this?
Yeah, it's just wild.
It's so true. I mean, your entire electronics section is so beautiful. You offer pretty much every range, every size.
Absolutely, because again, we've got a really broad selection of customers. You know, in this market area, you've got a lot of people who are living in smaller dwelling units.
Totally.
You know, you've got houses, you've got condos, you've got apartments. Some people have been living there and will be living there for years. Some people are renting.
Yep.
You know, everybody, there's an option for absolutely everybody,
not everybody
depending
has
on what you want.
a theater in their in their basement,
That's
right? So not only televisions, you guys have stereo systems. You have all the furniture to go with that.
That's right. And mounting brackets and stands and consoles. You know, from a sound system perspective, sound bars and wireless technology has really transformed this industry and is incredibly consumer friendly.
Yeah.
You know, it makes it really easy for people to be able to set things up themselves, give yourself a surround sound system, great quality sound, and with some of the mounting brackets, like the things that are behind you, you know, you've got horizontal and vertical tilt, things that can extend from the wall.
Yep.
So depending on what kind of viewing experience you want, you're able to have it all in one. And things like this are really terrific because you just don't see it.
No.
You know, it hides everything.
And it gives you so much more space to your living area. Like, remember those big old box TVs that took up 4 feet by 5 feet?
That's right.
You'd be like, I got a big TV, but it's taking up half my room.
And those were innovative at the time.
Yeah.
You know, people loved them.
They totally were.
But what this offers is just so much more.
Yeah, it's really incredible. You guys are really a one-stop shop here. Who's this little guy that I'm holding, by the way?
Oh, it's our Tepperman's 100th anniversary bear.
He's very sweet.
You know, we're a family business, and you know, one of the things that's really important to us is that people are able to come and shop and be able to focus on what they need to focus on so they can get it over with and get home.
Yeah.
So having something for kids, you know, we've got the kids station. You know, it's part of the whole experience. Popcorn, coffee. We want you to have a good time while you're here. We know that your primary focus isn't to have a good time, it's to get your mission accomplished.
I don't know, this is kind of fun.
But we want the experience to really represent who we are, and we're here to help you. You know, a lot of customers, sure, they come in, I just need to buy this one thing.
Yeah.
But a lot of people are walking into the store and saying, I need your help with something.
Yeah.
You know, my fridge of 30 years just died. Or, you know, my cousins called and they surprised us, they're coming Thursday and we need a mattress and something for them to sleep on. You know, how can you help us with that? That's what we're here to do. It's a big part of who we are.
You can really tell it comes through in your customer service and just the way that you guys greet us every day. We really appreciate coming.
Well, it's our pleasure. You know, our grandfather started this business in 1925. Yesterday was actually the 55th anniversary of his passing.
Wow.
And, you know, to think about that, you know, while we are in the process of celebrating our 100th anniversary is really something.
Yeah.
But it's his commitment to service of customers in our community that he baked into the foundation of this business that truly separates us from everybody else.
Agreed. You're the only one standing after, you know, 1931's phone book.
But when Andrew and I, you know, were writing our 10-year vision for the business a decade ago, we said, you know, what we do isn't unique, but the way we do it is. That's Tepperman's.
That's great. That's a great tagline. You should put that on stuff. There's so much more coming up on Morning Live. Thanks so much for having us. We will have all the information on our website for Tepperman's, this location, and in St. Catharines at chth.com.